Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Miss Vivian Glyck.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I love it, all of these women. I just have to thank Marina and Eric so much for inviting Just Like My Child Foundation and the Girl Power Project here. And I can't even begin to imagine a better fit than what we're going to talk about, because what we're going to talk about is got girl power and pass it on. So are you guys ready to do that? So I'm so inspired by this group of women who are here, and I love all of the babies that are in the room. And I know that some of the topics that you're covering are being a mompreneur and growing your business. So if you have a child in your life that you're taking care of while you're building your business, raise your hand. Woo! Awesome. And raise your hand, keep your hand up if you ever feel guilty being a mom. Exactly. So I just wanted to share this little thing. Here's a little picture of my son, Zach, and me when he was probably about 1.5 years old. And I remember when I first started going to Uganda, I felt so guilty. And I would only go for a short period of time, but what I would always feel like I should be there, I should be spending the time with him. And then I remembered my mother. And my mother was a Holocaust survivor. She was yanked out of school when she was 9 years old. She came to the United States. She finished her graduate equivalency degree. She got 2 master's degrees. And I know the whole time she was feeling guilty because she wasn't with us. And the thing that I want to leave you with is that what I remember is who my mother was being, that she was following her passion and her belief. And I think that that's something that we all have to pay attention to, even when we're pulled in a million different places and a million different directions, that our kids are watching us do what we are supposed to become. So I'm very excited. Here's another picture of him at 1 year old. He very quickly joined the family business, started saving money, came with us several times to Uganda, and here I am, kind of a proud mom. The last time we went, he had raised enough money to build a library in Uganda. Thank you. So they're watching. Just always go back to that when you feel guilty. One of the things, and Eric gave such a beautiful introduction about it, that's been coming up a lot, so much for me that I've written a book called How to Change the World While You Work. And it's this idea that givers get. We like to say, give more, earn more, and then you'll live more, because you will be living a legacy. And I know so many of you are building your business, you're trying to double it, quadruple it, and I know that you have dreams of doing even more to serve the planet, even more to contribute. And so what I wanted to do is just share with you briefly this idea of how you might be able to bring this into your business. And it's something that Eric and Marina are doing here themselves. So Lisa Sasevich is a very good friend of mine. She's called the Queen of Sales Conversion. She's the ultimate mompreneur. She has a $40 million business that she's running out of her home. And a couple of years ago, she started to bring a nonprofit into the work that she's doing. And I was lucky enough, just like my child was lucky enough, to be one of the benefactors. And one of the things that she says, it says here, is totally counterintuitive to her. The results were shocking. She raised $120,000 at an event, much smaller than this. And instead of it taking away from her sales for the day, she actually made more money for her business than she ever had. And so that's just girl power, passing it on. So we're already doing that, and that's what so many women in my life are able to do. J.J. Virgin, a many-time New York Times best-selling author. She's the author of The Virgin Diet. She's the celebrity fitness coach. She's been on the Dr. Phil show for many years. This is a completely separate interview. They weren't talking to each other or anything. She says basically the same thing. You would think that if you're doing an event and someone's donating to the foundation, they're going to not spend as much money on you. But I found that it enhances our sales by as much as 35 to 50%. So it's pretty significant. And passing on girl power isn't just for girls, it's for boys also. This is my husband, Mike Koenigs, who's here with me today, who's come to support me, and he's the original Got Girl Power, Pass It On guy who's brought Just Like My Child into his business and into his events and raised millions and millions of dollars for us. And what he was really able to see went beyond increased revenue. It was really about the kind of relationship that you can create with your clients and your customers if you give them a greater purpose. So there are 3 things that we're going to cover today. I want to show you how the Girl Power Project and what this thing is passing it on around the world. We talked a little bit about this law of givers get, and then I'm going to give you some ideas so how you can make a difference for girls all over the world. So the Girl Power Project is a program of Just Like My Child Foundation, which, as you saw, has been operating on the ground for over 10 years. But kind of what was the inspiration behind this? And I'm just going to give you a little bit of data, a little bit of information. 10 years ago, when I started this work, and I found out this number, that 11 million children die each year of preventable causes, it completely freaked me out. One child dying of a preventable cause, my child, keeping him alive was the most important thing in my world. So when I started to hear these numbers, of course, as caretakers, we know this isn't okay. In the region that we work in East Africa, in Uganda, 50% of girls drop out of school in that transition between primary and secondary school. So 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old girls are done. They're done with school, they drop out, and they become baby makers instead of contributors to society. 7 out of 10 new HIV infections are girls under the age of 18, and there are all kinds of reasons for this, but mostly it's because older men are having sex with much younger women. 87% of rape cases in Uganda are perpetrated on girls between the ages of 9 and 17, and that kind of shows you where some of those HIV cases are coming from. With the girls that we work with, 15 to 19 years old, 31% of girls have been pregnant. 15 to 19 years old. So we know it's not okay. Absolutely not okay. And you saw we've built hospitals, we've built schools, we've done micro-enterprise programs, we put women in business, families in business, but we found that if we don't interject in that place where a girl is about to fall off track, then all of these things will start to haunt her. And that's the difference. I mean, look at how brilliant all of you are because you have had resources. You have been able to make a difference. If we can keep her in school, everything changes. So the Girl Power Project is really a 2-year-long curriculum. It's 60 hours of training that takes place in schools with 10 to 15-year-old girls, and it teaches them how to avoid peer pressure, how to avoid forced child marriage, which is really a euphemism for sex slavery. And what we're seeing is reduced early dropout. It makes all the difference. If a girl can stay in school, she's going to have reduced early pregnancy. And we're teaching not only her, but we're working with the community side by side to take a look at some of these harmful cultural practices. And so we're seeing the reduction in forced child marriage, reduced sexual violence, and reduced disease. So the impact is really clear. All you really need to do is empower a girl. You have to have girl power and pass it on, just like you're doing here today. Absolutely. Thank you. Change is possible. Now, one of the things that I just would love to share with you is this idea that if you are in integrity with what you want to do in your life, with your vision, that you can never dream too big. You can never dream too high. In January of 2016, I woke up and I was having a meeting with my executive director, Sean Ruggiero, whom hopefully you'll meet in the back here. And I said to her, you know, the First Lady of the United States has a huge program called Let Girls Learn, which is exactly what we're doing, removing the obstacles for girls to stay in school. I need to have our girls represented at the table at the White House. I need to be able to elevate what's going on with them, and that our work is proving to make a vast difference in exactly what they're trying to tackle. And so I'm so proud because in June of 2016, we were invited, just like my Child Foundation was invited to the White House, we had the opportunity to meet the First Lady, Michelle Obama, and we were asked to participate in the Let Girls Learn initiative. So you never know when you put that vision out there where you can go. And believe me, I never really thought the possibility was there. Thank you. But this is even more exciting, this little video I'm going to play where Michelle Obama actually mentions Just Like My Child Foundation, so take a listen.
The Just Like My Child Foundation will be helping 10,000 girls in Uganda stay in school by educating them about issues that lead girls to drop out, things like sexual violence, HIV, early pregnancy. Now, altogether, these commitments represent more than $20 million of investment in the lives of adolescent girls across the globe. I think we should give them all.
Pretty exciting. Thank you. So the program, as I mentioned, the 60 hours of training takes place over a 2-year period of time. And one of the things that we really strive to do is to have what we're teaching go viral through the girls that we're working with. So as we're working with them on the ground, and we have a team of Ugandan facilitators and teachers who are implementing this program, they're spotting the best and the brightest. And once a year, these girls are brought together in what we call Camp Girl Power. And these girls have never been out of their little villages where there's no electricity, no lights, no running water. And they get to come together just like all of you. And look at how your world is going to expand because you're together. Imagine what that's like for a little girl where she's doing it for the first time. And I just love this because the very first night, the facilitator has one candle, and she lights that candle. And that candle must light every other flame among these girls. And that's what you're seeing there. And they are asked to say, with girl power, a light is turned on and burns within. And while one candle can't light up the dark, when the flame is shared, the entire night can be ablaze. So light your candles and share your flame now. That's really what you're doing here, right? You're getting your girl power, you're passing it on. Remember the importance of touching another person's life and your own inner fire. Each of us has an undiscovered potential, and it can be unleashed and shared. When you leave here tonight, don't forget the power of your own flame. Thank you. So, and these are just three girls who've basically grown up with us and are now some of our best mentors. They come back, you know, one of the things that I realized when I was first in Uganda was there wasn't the same culture of passing it on. But when you empower a girl, you bring out the best that a woman has to offer, which is that ability to nurture, to develop, to pass on her gift. So I love these girls. And so in the introductory video you saw, and it's something I don't really talk about that much, but when I was a little girl, I was sexually abused and beaten by someone that I should have trusted, my father. And the difference was that I had resources. I was able to get an education. I live in a world, I live in a country where human rights, children's rights, women's rights are upheld. And the first time I went to Uganda, I met a little girl. Her name was Nyangoma Rachel. And I went way, way, way out into the bush, as they call it, over the bumpiest roads in the middle of these huge torrential downpours. And I met this little girl. I happened upon her, and she was holding her little baby brother. And I realized at the time, when I got to observe her, that so much of what I had experienced, she was experiencing, but she had no way out. And so we sent Nyangoma Rachel to one of the best boarding schools in Uganda. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know if it was the right thing to pull this girl out of her village. But this is the step that we took, and this is what it looks like 10 years later.
My name is Nalwamba Josephine.
Lydia Chen.
Namatans Joan. My name is Namata Josephine. Just like my child found me, I was staying with my granny in the village. They were looking for people to sponsor. I was a very shy girl. I didn't have a clear picture of what I would be in the future. But when I joined this Girl Power project, I got a sense of love for myself. My self-dignity was improved.
I love to see girls control their lives, making them believe that what a boy can do, a girl can also do.
They got me out, and I was given the opportunity, so I'm utilizing that opportunity. I'm among the lucky ones.
Some people came to pick on some people to pay for school fees, and was lucky enough that I was among those people.
I didn't have much hope. I applied to Just Like My Child, asking them to see me through my university, and yeah, God was on my side.
My dad was so happy because by then he was very sick, so he died knowing that I was in infirmary because my fees were clearly paid.
If I had not gone to school, really, I think life would be hard for me, and I think I would be there deep in the villages doing something else, not even about studies and academics.
There are very many other girls that have these problems. There's a certain girl at school, she did not get a chance to receive this training. She got pregnant. I just feel if that girl maybe had received that information and maybe someone to put her up, maybe she would have been a better person.
They've been given that chance to go higher in school. It makes the girls themselves proud, hardworking, and it teaches them not only skills, exposure.
It was like an eye-opener to my life that I could do something with the help of Just Like My Child Foundation. I can compete with boys in academics. Yeah, even the previous term, those that declined and I surpassed them. I'm a girl and proudly a girl. But now, yeah, I think I can do something better in life.
Because what I know, I have a bright future. I would like to be an accountant.
I particularly chose nursing because I love caring for people. The smile on their faces makes me feel good.
I really want to become a doctor, and I'm trying so hard on science subjects so that I get there, because I want to help other people and save other people's lives.
I think I can only make one commitment: mentoring other girls. That I'm so proud of it, and I'll do it as long as I live.
I have to help girls till my last breath.
So that's pretty exciting, and this is kind of what inspired me when I first started doing this work, was that it takes so little to make a difference. putting a girl through the Girl Power Project, 2 years, 60 hours of curriculum, and her community costs just $100 a girl. $100 a girl. I could go spend that at a makeup counter in about 12 seconds right now. To put an entire school through the program so that not only the girls, but the boys and the communities become involved with this transformational work, it costs only $5,000. I mean, we're looking at, and we are involved in creating a US-based Girl Power Project program, and we've had a couple of pilots, but it's a lot more expensive to get this stuff done here than it is in Uganda. I mean, $5,000 for a school. So we've put together a couple of opportunities, and I'm going to ask to have the forms distributed, please. And I'm going to ask Eric and Marina to come up and join me on stage so we could talk about some really, really neat opportunities that we have for you to help make a difference in a girl's life.
So let me just comment real briefly. I think whether it's this, some cause, find something. If you don't have something right now, let this be your something for a little season. And it's not just what you can do, it's what you can do with your team, it's what you can do with your resourcefulness, it's what you can do with everything else. Together, we can do amazing things. We're very, very powerful. So tell them what the opportunities are.
Okay, well, we have been working on this $1 million campaign for the past couple of months, and that's really about meeting our goals to reach 20,000 girls by 2021. And if you look at it, $500 donation times 2,000, we can reach 20,000 girls. That's $1 million. It's pretty attainable in our world, I believe. I'm hoping. I had the opportunity to speak with this lovely woman, and I said to her, so if there was a goal that you had for the event, what would it be? You know, what do you think that this group collectively could create? And she said, let's bring it to 20 schools. Let's bring the Girl Power Project, this life-saving intervention, to 20 schools, raise $100,000, and that would impact 1,000 girls, plus their families, siblings, and communities, which is really nearly 5,000 girls. Do you want to add something to that? No?
Well, I just want to say that, as you know, donating some money, finding the way to help other people who are not as fortunate as we are, is becoming a part of what we do inside of Network Marketing Pro. And I'm really hoping that you will reach to your hearts, because this specific cause is very important, and it's perfectly in alignment with this event, because we are women, and together we're unstoppable, we're limitless, we can achieve everything we want in life, but together also we can help all these girls who are less fortunate, who need our help, because there is no big brother or big sister who can help, who is standing by their side and can help them. So let's be that big brother, big sister, like a mom for them. And if you have it in your heart, I wish that whatever you can, it doesn't have to be big amount, it doesn't have, whatever you can, even $100, it's already a lot for these girls. So if we all together combine our efforts, we can definitely smash this goal. 20 schools is not that much. It's very little. So at least let's start there. Let's make it a big commitment from our profession. We can show what network marketing, what powerful women can do, and let's go change lives one at a time.
And if you're thinking, you know, wait a minute, this is the opening evening, and I came here to get some information, and they're raising money. This is weird. If you're thinking this is weird, this is also an exercise in changing your vision for your contribution in the world. This has nothing to do with us. This has nothing to do with, we don't gain a penny. As a matter of fact, we're going to be donating for a couple schools, just us personally, okay? This has to do with unlocking the scarcity mentality that might be inside of your head at this moment that you've got to take care of yourself, and realizing that if you do stretch outside of yourself, it unlocks the universe. It unlocks everything. You cannot imagine what will happen if you stretch, even if it is a stretch, okay? It's something that we're doing this purposefully to challenge your thinking, okay? So just go through that, but give all the different options because you have some cool things.
We have made it really sweet for you. So at the $100 level, you'll impact one girl in Uganda. That's what it costs to put her through 60 hours of empowerment training. And for this event, I have ordered 500 strands of these beautiful handmade paper beads that are made by women in northern Uganda who are recovering from the war, who were abducted as child brides. But they have overcome this, and they are now raging entrepreneurs just like all of you. So by you being here and you making a difference, you can wear their story, their individual story, and take it with you every day. So that's at the $100 level. And you will see our table in the back there once you fill out your form to go back. We have a limited supply of the beads, but we'll make sure we get as many out as we can. And we have a $500 level, which I'm also really excited about. That also does come with a strand of beads and also a ticket to our annual gala, which is always phenomenal and star-studded. It's on November 11th, 2017 in LA. As you can see, Jada Pinkett Smith is there with my BFFs, JJ Virgin, Lisa Sasevich, myself, my adorable son, just have to throw him in there. And then you never know what's going to happen there. Oh, did I miss you with, oh, sorry. And there's my husband, Mike Koenigs, with Deepak Chopra. You never know what's going to happen. This past year, Jada Smith came. She was so inspired by connecting with the girls that she committed $50,000 right then and there to help us transform lives.
Super cool.
Really exciting. At the $1,000 level, we're also so excited we'll be able to include the same, the strand of beads, a ticket to the gala on November 11th, 2017, that will impact 10 girls. And so what we're going to be able to do is send you a personalized photo of the girls that you're impacting with your name, them holding your name, thanking you, and we'll have it framed. It's something that you can hold in you can put up in your office. Your kids can see the difference that you're making, and that's just an incredible opportunity to transform lives.
Can I say something here? I think this specific gift is so amazing and so powerful. If I was you, I would immediately get this one because you can put it in the frame, you could put it on your desk, and every morning you're waking up and you're thinking, it's like, today I don't feel like going to work. Or today I'm scared because I don't know how to pick up the phone, I don't know how to make an appointment, I don't know if my customers or my potential distributor is going to tell me no, I don't want to deal with all this nonsense. Look at these girls, look at their eyes, and see, are your challenges, are your obstacles, are your fears bigger than them? Do you think you have obstacles and challenges in lives? I'm sorry, I know we all have different situations, but I think these girls suffered through a lot. You heard all the statistics that Vivian was telling you. These girls been raped, these girls been pregnant when they still have to be in the high school. Just help these girls to have a better future, because for them going through those hours of education, it will give them better hope in life, it will give them skills necessary, so with their own hands, they will know and go ask for help, they will create something that will start on their entrepreneurial journey that will help them to get to the next level. And step by step, these girls will become doctors and teachers, and they can live the dreams they want.
Yes, and we've already seen that transformation happen. It doesn't really take more than 10 years to make this kind of difference. And so this next level is super, super special, and I really want you to take a look at it. It's a $5,000 commitment to bring the Girl Power Project to an entire school where you will be impacting hundreds of children. And in return for this, as a gift in return, this lovely lady, Marina Worry, has agreed to meet me in San Diego, sunny San Diego, on Tuesday, May 30th, 2017, for a day-long mastermind session where we'll talk about how to change the world by building your business. We'll talk about specifically what you can do to continue to benefit the world and benefit your business as well. You'll also get the strand of beads, the ticket to the gala, and it will be an incredible opportunity. So that's on Tuesday, May 30th. It says here that we're limiting it to the first 10. But because this is such a great, great opportunity to spend time with us, we are saying anybody who donates $5,000 or more will be able to attend, will be able to come. We will make room for you. And then we're going to do it in our beautiful condo overlooking the La Jolla Shores beach. And we're going to have a barbecue out on the beach in the evening. And my friends, JJ Virgin, unbelievable masterminder and marketer herself, Lisa Sasevich, will join us, and my husband, Mike Koenigs, as well. So we'll have an opportunity to just make it an incredible networking day and have the opportunity to truly, truly change the world. So, yeah, thank you. I do hope you can join us there. And then, as Eric and Marina said, the first $10,000, they are going to match every dollar up to the first $10,000. Yes, let's give them a round of applause. So generous. Thank you. So your money will be doubled. So if you're among the first, if you donate $100, you're really giving $200. Your money will be matched and it will be doubled. So what you can do right now is if you fill out the form, remember there's only a limited number of beads, and there's a whole line back there already. And you can go back there and talk to Sean and Tricia. And just to review, $100 level impacts one girl. You get these beautiful beads. They're amazing. I met the women who are making them specifically in the north. At the $500 level, you can impact 5 girls. Get a ticket to the gala on November 11th, 2017. Come to LA. I get the sense this is a party group, and you can come and join us there. At $1,000, impact 10 girls. Get the beads, get the gala ticket, get that beautiful frame. And of course, at the $5,000 level, really take the time to go deep with the girls in Uganda and go deep with us in sunny San Diego on Tuesday, May 30th. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Vivian Glyck.
Thank you.
Thank you.